What's up, everybody? This is Rick from TAC-HILL. Today my friends are going to be looking at an item I placed from gearbest. Um, it is this little survival paracord thingy. Compass does not work right from the get-go. The whistle does. It's very loud. Comes with a really nice carabiner on it, and then it has the U-bolt thing on it. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open and see if it's got anything of value really inside of it. The paracord seems pretty cheap. So as far as the little lanyard here, this does have some uses, so that's cool. Not exactly sure how you untie this, but we'll figure it out along the way. And we'll pop off that's definitely a good item. I'm assuming you just unhook this and pull that out, which releases that, but doesn't really tell me how to release that. Like I said, the compass does not work. Doesn't work at all. Actually, it is pointing north, but when I was trying to use it before, it wouldn't work at all, so I'm going to say that it's no good. Let's see what's all inside of her. So I'd say probably a good 20 feet of paracord is on this, and then it wraps up into this, similar to a bracelet. That's a really big bracelet, though. So yeah, about 20 feet or so, maybe 25 feet of paracord. And then you got this little kit here. Inside of the little kit, we'll see what there is. So here we got some cotton that's not even properly sealed inside of the bag, so if it got wet, say goodbye to your cotton, that's soaked. You got a little fishing kit with some weights, a little bit of line, some hooks, some swivels. I mean, that's decent. You can catch some fish with that. One of these survival saws. These things are decent if you know how to use them. What you do is you take a branch and fold it kind of in a U shape and hook these on the end of it and use it as a bow saw. Those are decent. Comes with a little lamp light. It's decently bright, and it works, so that's always a bonus. It only has one mode. Not too shabby. And you can turn it on to constant on. It's got a really little tiny switch right here. Not bad at all. Then right here we have two safety pins, and it looks like a very, very small ferro rod. Super small ferro rod. Let's see if it'll spark at all. I don't know if that's going to do it. That probably won't do it. Again. I mean, you can see it'll throw sparks, not fantastically, but it will work. Right here we have what appears to be, I don't even know if it's going to show up, appears to be a scalpel. So that's definitely good. Nice little cutting item. We got some heavy duty snare wire. That's some pretty heavy stuff right there. I think that might actually be a little too heavy, to be honest with you. And then we have some aluminum foil. Nice sheet of aluminum foil. It's got a good bit with it, so that's not too shabby at all. And the last thing that you have inside of there, oh no, there's another thing. There's a little small mirror. It's not a very good one, but whoops. If I can even get it up now. There we go. It's just a piece of plastic that has somewhat of a mirror on it. Not too shabby. And then a couple alcohol prep pads. And to be honest with you, all in all, for the price I paid for this kit, it's definitely worth it. It was like $8. $8, and in my opinion, it's worth it because, you know, number one, it might be cheap Chinese cord, but you get plenty of cord with it. That's always a bonus. This alone has a lot of uses. The compass, if it worked properly, would be awesome. It doesn't, so we're just going to have to nick it one for that. The saw can be useful if properly used, but most people don't. They just grab the rings, wrap it around the tree, and then pull on it, and then it ends up snapping on them. The little fishing kit is definitely a good piece of the kit. Carabiner is a good one. It's got the double bars on it. It does have a very nice spring for it, so that's an upside. Safety pins, you know, whatever. Little tiny ferro rod. It's kind of cute, but that's about it. That's going to be really hard for you to start a fire with. The fact that the cotton balls are halfway hanging out of the Ziploc bag, that's kind of a downside. But that's not, you know, a major problem, although it would be if it was all sealed up. And then you fell in some water or something, or it got wet, you wouldn't be able to use that because it was open. The scalpel is a great item to have in there. Lots of uses for that. The little light is definitely a good little light. It seems to work well, produces plenty of light, and it has the constant on, which is another really good thing for it. So that's awesome. The aluminum foil is not super heavy duty aluminum foil, however, it's decent, and it is quite reflective, as you can see. It will work just fine. The alcohol prep pads have their uses for starting fires and obviously wound care. The little mirror thing it's alright. It's pretty scratched up though. Let me see if I can clean it up a little bit off my shirt. Nah, it's just like permanently scratched. It does work, it just doesn't work that well. The whistle is definitely a decent item. The snare wire, like I said, it is like 22 gauge or right around there, 20 gauge. It does bend fairly easy, but it's really just, I mean, that's pretty thick if you're trying to do some things with it. For rabbit snares or anything like that, that's a little thick in my opinion. You want something that's a little bit lighter for that. But all in all, I'd say it's a decent kit. Can't really complain for the price, so I like it. Alright everybody, this is Rick from TAC-HILL. I hope you guys are having a great day. Remember, my friends, in order to thrive, you need to strive to survive, and I'll see you later.